And when we do percentage change questions, actually, since we don't know what the original price is, actually we have to let x to be the original price. Okay, and then they are telling you the changes. First, it increases by 80%, and then it decreases by 70%. So the value of x first needs to increase by 80%, and then it needs to decrease by 70%. Okay, and then you can actually do the maths on these two, and you will actually find out that the answer is actually 0.45x. And then for percentage change, we do new minus old over old, right? So new minus old. Old is the original price. Over old times 100%. Now, because of percentage change, we just put this into a calculator. And can you see that on the top, we have x that's repeated, right? Come on. So if x is repeated, then we need to factorize from here, and it's 0.54 minus 1 over x times 100%. Now you'll see that the x goes away. Okay, so all we are doing is 0.51 minus 0.54 minus 1 times 100, because that's what we put in. So actually, when we do these type of questions, we can ignore the x part. Okay, all we need to see, once we see this answer, we go ahead and minus 1 and times 100, we will see the answer. In this case, it's negative 46. So the answer is A. Okay, so all you need to concentrate on this, because the mathematical part we don't need to care about when we do MC questions, but this is the way to do it: new minus old over old times 100%. Okay, so what we're doing is, we realize that the x is gone in both cases, so all we are literally doing is that. Okay, if we want to make our life simpler. And then the same for number 5. Then number 6 actually is a simultaneous question. So they gave you two pieces of information. One is that there are this many people in the hotel, and then the relationship between the male and female guests. Since there are total 782 people in the hotel, so it's the male and the female population altogether. Okay, this is what you need to realize. That's what they're telling us. And then the number of female guests is, so female is the male, 30% less. So again, the orange sentence is similar to question number 1 that we did earlier in the other video. And then just do the maths on this. You get 0.7 m equal to f. Okay, and then you can use your calculator. If you use program 1, you make sure you put the second equation into the correct format, like so. And the other one would be, because m plus f is same as f plus m, so if we just do that, so we will put 1 negative 0.7 0 1 1782. So that's for the program number 1. You always make sure you put the unknowns first and then the number. Unknowns first and then the number. The unknowns must be placed in the correct places. So A, B, C, D, X, Y, because that's the program one's wordings that come up. Okay, so these 6 values, and then since we're finding the number of female guests, so female is the first value, so the first calculated answer would be the answer that you need. Okay, so just use program 1, or if you don't want to use it, you can use this relationship. F is equal to 0.7 m and replace it here, so it will become m plus 0.7 m equals 782. That would be 1.7. You'll be able to find male, and then after that you take away the males from 782 to find the number of female guests. Okay, so it's up to you, how do you want to do it. And when we come to profit and loss, it's similar. So let's look at one example. Okay, Paul buys a crystal ball for $1,200. he sells it on to Heidi for 45% profit. So Heidi's cost now is buying it off Paul, and he's making a profit of 45% on the value he paid. So this will be the cost that Heidi has, and then she wants to make a further 45% on it. So it'll be then, for Heidi's selling price would be the cost of Heidi times another 45% on top of it, and that would be the answer that Heidi has. Okay, so just do it on the calculator, and this answer is replaced here because that's what Heidi's cost is, because that's what she wants. She wants to have a profit of 45% as well. So that's this part, and then the yellow part is here. Okay, and if there's any problems on the further questions, you can ask me on WhatsApp or on